Hi there, welcome. My name is Mariana. I'm a Spanish teacher and a life coach, and I help Spanish learners reach their goals with study techniques and learning strategies. So, today I wanted to give you a walkthrough of this 90-day Spanish planner to help you plan your goals, because that's one of the things that I notice learners don't tend to do when they try to learn faster. They want to learn faster, but then they don't know what to do to bring them to their goal. So I devised this planner on Notion, and Notion is a dashboard where you can manage information, all kinds of information. In fact, I'm gonna be sending you more than one of these planners in the future. Maybe I'm thinking of making more, but anyway, this 90-day planner. Why 90 days? Because 90 days is long enough to allow you to see progress, and short enough for you to keep motivated. So if you set a goal for maybe a year's time, it looks a bit far, and then because it's far, you tend to lose motivation easily. So I think 90 days is the right amount of time to be planning. Right, let's get started. Okay, so I'm gonna start by giving you a quick overview. You probably looked around it anyway. So you have the title here that you can change. This is something that you can change if you want to say my 90-day goal planner, or you want to write it in Spanish. But by the way, I'm gonna send you a video about turning this planner into a Spanish language planner. So if you want to incorporate Spanish into your daily life, you can do that. But just to let you know that you can change the text here, yeah, just like a Word document. You just change the text. I'm just gonna keep it like, maybe instead of goal planner, I can say my Spanish learning. You can say journey. I'm just gonna keep it as the planner. Then okay, you have a title here, goal for the quarter. Then this means what would you like to achieve within the next 3 months? Yeah. So by the end of the month 3, you would like to be able to do what? So because first you have to be clear about what you want. Yeah. Also, is it realistic? So is it something that you can actually achieve in 3 months? Or for example, if you say I want to go from level A2 to B1 in 3 months, I think that might be a bit complicated. Yeah. So write down what you want to achieve, but I also put here a note, a reminder. Remember to be realistic and think of activities that you can achieve within a 3-month period. Yeah, always keep that in mind. If you don't achieve it, it's not a problem. Then when you had to go back to the drawing board and devise a new strategy, think, why didn't it work? Was I overambitious? Was I having too many tasks at the same time? You just analyze what happened and you try again. Yeah, so it's not the end of the world. If you're not gonna fail if you don't meet your goals. But what I wanted to say about goals, make them a little bit over ambitious. Yeah, so don't make them too easy either. It has to be something that pushes you. Yeah, pushes you, but is realistic. So not impossible, but it will require effort on your part to do that. Okay, so this is some kind of system. It's very simplified. I mean, the way I teach goal setting, it goes much deeper than this. But this gives you an idea of the basics. Yeah, so that was the point of this planner, to help you get started. If you're not doing goal setting, help you get started. Having a system where you see you have first you do this, then you do this, then you do this, then you do this. You do that every month, every 3 months, or every week. You have this system where you do these things. The first step in that system is brainstorming. So once you know what you want, I want to be here in 3 months' time. This is the first step. Write down everything you can think of you need to do, learn, or change this quarter in order for you to reach this goal. And I'm not only talking about grammar, vocabulary, listening to podcasts. I put there what you need to do, okay, maybe academic things that you need to do, what you need to learn, and also things you need to change. Because sometimes it's not what was stopping you is not the knowledge. Because as you probably know, knowledge is freely available everywhere. You can find all the information you need to become fluent in Spanish on the internet for free. So the reason you might not be hitting your goals might be because there's some, I'm not gonna say problems, it's a you might have a challenge with maybe a behavior you have. Maybe you lack confidence, maybe you have problem with focusing, maybe you don't know how to set goals, maybe you don't have time, you're struggling with finding time to study or building the habit. So think about those things when you brainstorm what you need to do, what needs to change as well. Because for example, if your goal is to speak with more ease in front of Spanish speakers, and you're dying of embarrassment every time you make a mistake, well, maybe that's something that you need to change. You need to change the way you see making mistakes. Okay, so I encourage you to write in your ideas. So I put a toggle here, and you can see there it says idea 1, idea 2, idea 3. I'm gonna give you an example. So for example, say that I want to, let's just use that example of speaking, and I want to say I'm at A2 level in Spanish, which is a lower intermediate, and that's where you start to study past tenses. I want to speak about what I did during the weekend for 10 minutes with a native speaker. Say that you're someone who really struggles with speaking, and your goal is to actually want to speak even if it's for 10 minutes. Okay, let's brainstorm then. So I'm gonna delete, as you can see, you can select these blocks. Whatever you see here, all of these, they are blocks. So I'm gonna delete them. I'm gonna show you how to create the bullet point list if you want to have it in bullet point. But otherwise, you write inside the toggle. You say it says empty toggle, so you click on it, and then you just write the text. So, okay, what do I need to do? Maybe I need to learn vocabulary related to, say that on the weekends I love cooking. So learn vocabulary related to what I do with my cooking. What I do with my cooking. Maybe I want to tell people, maybe they can recommend me to be their cook. Maybe I make cakes for parties. Maybe I'm one of these people that decorate, a cake decorator. Maybe I do that. Maybe I can learn some vocabulary about how I make my cakes. And maybe I want to also explain things that I learn. Maybe on the weekend I saw this video about learning how to do this and that. And maybe you have other hobby. Maybe you go to the gym on the weekend, and you do certain activities, and you want to tell people, actually I did this and that. Well, you probably want to learn vocabulary of that. The point is that think about what you need. You will need to talk, well, of course, the past tenses. Do you need to learn anything in particular? Is there an area that is weak? Your weakness, maybe the contrast between pretérito indefinido and pretérito perfecto. You know, these two, the words are, my headache, I have a headache with these two, I don't know when to use. Maybe you might need that. I need to brush up on the distinctions between the those two past tenses. Yeah, we have more than 2 past tenses. We have 4, but maybe your problem is those 2. Yeah. And what else? Say, as I said in the example, I'm shy. Well, then you might want to think about how to go about changing that behavior or that belief. Maybe you can say, instead of speaking for 10 minutes, I'm gonna start by speaking to myself. Maybe that's something that you can do. Speaking to myself. And eventually maybe you can start speaking to someone for like, maybe say 2 words and then say 4 words and things like that until build up to the 10 minutes. But yes, brainstorm anything that you can think of that will help you with your goal. And I'm gonna show you how to turn this into a bullet point. So you select the whole thing and then you go to the 6 points here. And it says turn into bulleted list, and that's it. That's how you add the bullet points. Now, once you finish your ideas, you're probably gonna have quite a long, if not, it doesn't matter, but you try to think literally everything that you need to do. A book that you need to read, a video that you need to watch, and anything that you can think of. Okay, then let's plan the monthly goals now. So prioritize the ideas you brainstorm under each of these 3 months. Of course, you might not be able to do all of what you said in month 1. Yeah, so that here this is why you need to put here a goal that you can achieve within 3 months, and it is a little bit of a stretch. I think I read in a book by Brian Tracy that if you complete 50% of what you intended to do as a goal, that can be considered as successful. So just to warn you, because you might maybe put too many things in month 1, because you say, I'm ready to get going and I'm gonna start doing things, and you might not have too many things for month 2, month 3. You can always move things from month 1 to month 2 or month 3, and that's okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna show you these parts. This is month. When here you write the name of the month. So for example, I'm recording this in January, so I will put January. My month 1 is January. If you can write it in Spanish if you want as well. So second month will be February and March. Okay. To do this month, now this will be the to-do list. You have to sit down and think, what do I need to do first? I need to learn vocabulary? Maybe. Yeah, I think that's kind of, if I'm gonna be speaking, I probably need to do this first, right? Yeah, so think about what are the things I absolutely need to get started. That will be for month 1. So how do you move this, what you wrote from the brainstorming list, to here? You just drag each of the ideas. So say I decide to do this in month 1, so I take I highlight the 6 dots. You see a little hand. You press the left button on your mouse and you drag it. And I told you before that these were blocks, remember? So you drag it under there. It tells you that blue line tells you what area you're gonna drag it to, and you want to drag it under this. Yeah. So now you have and say I want to say task. Say I want to add another task. I choose. It just occurred to me another task. You just add another task. I just pressed enter there, and it's gonna continue creating bullet points now. So I put task 2 and task 3. Yeah. And say I leave this for month 2, so I'm gonna drag it here, and this might be my tasks for month 3. Yeah. Okay. See, doing it? Yes. Okay, I thought it was gonna freeze. Now, focus of the month. You're gonna notice that when you prioritize and group tasks, a certain theme. For example, if I only looking at these 3, I already see month 1. The theme is vocabulary learning. The theme for month 2 is grammar, and the theme for month 3 is speaking. So actually putting it into action. In your case, it might be like completely different things, but yes, try to look at the list when it's finished. And what's the common theme that it's there, and try to come up with a name for it. So in this case will be vocabulary learning about cooking and cake baking, cake decorating. Yeah. Okay, maybe I won't, because I said I will look for clients for my work. I want vocabulary to advertise what I do. So vocabulary about to talk about my business and to sell cakes. I don't know. Yeah, and again you can make this into a bullet point by going here. Turn into bulleted list, and that's it. Okay, so that's part 1. Okay, so now it's part 2. I had to switch on the lights because it was getting dark. Right, so we just in part 1 we finished the brainstorming and planning goals for each of the month. Now you have here my monthly and weekly plan. And again, I put toggles to keep everything neater, so you don't have to scroll down when you're on month 3 all the way to the bottom. I'll show you now why I did this. So you click the toggle and you will be able to see month 1. Here is where you write the name of the month. In this case will be January. And you have, it is like a diary. Yes, you have week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, and this is more or less the same process that we did before. So you're always doing the same things. You're always prioritizing and thinking, what do I need to do first? in terms of the month. Yeah. So before we thought about the quarter. What do I need to do in month 1 first? Well, now you're gonna be thinking what needs to be done on week 1, then week 2, then week 3, then week 4. So let's see how we move this January month to-do list to here. So what I like to do, because I don't want to be scrolling down all the time, I'm gonna duplicate this. You say put duplicate, and you duplicate the block, and then I'm gonna drag this block. So I'm gonna be holding the left key on my mouse, and I'm gonna be scrolling at the same time, scrolling down. So I'm holding it, and I'm scrolling, and I'm gonna drop it there. So now I have it at hand. Now I can think about, okay, out of all these tasks, which tasks could I have for say week 1, which will be the most immediate tasks. And again, you'll find maybe there is a theme going on. If not, you can actually write your goals. So for this week, my goal is to complete this and this and this task. I recommend no more than 3 weekly tasks. Otherwise, it gets a bit out of hand. I'm a victim of that sometimes. I end up putting too many things on my to-do list. No more than 3. That's the kind of the rule of thumb. No more than 3 tasks for the week, and no more than 3 tasks for the day. So that's a bit of advice from me. So again, you can either look for a theme when you start organizing your tasks. Again, you will do the same thing as before. You're gonna drag, I think on week 1 I'm gonna do this. And again, learn vocabulary related to what I do for cooking. That's too general. Maybe you're gonna need to brainstorm even more. You can do the brainstorming here, maybe. Break this one down into smaller parts. So what you're doing all the time is prioritizing and breaking things down into smaller chunks. So yes, this is a bit of a big task to do on a Monday. So let's do I'm gonna be learning, maybe what do I need to do to learn the vocabulary related to with cooking? I actually need to look for the vocabulary. So look for the vocabulary X. Where are you gonna look for it? How much material? How many words are you gonna learn? Is it gonna be? I recommend you set goals. It's very specific. Otherwise, you're gonna say, I'm just gonna learn vocabulary. The problem with saying things like that with no number, then you cannot measure. You cannot know if you completed the goal or not. So rather than say I'm gonna learn vocabulary on Monday, say I'm gonna learn 5 words. Maybe on Monday, and 5 words on Wednesday, and 5 words on Friday. Maybe you can say that. Yeah, but try to include a number, because at the end of the week, when you this is something I recommend you do as well. At the end of the week, you assess how you did. Did you complete your goals, your 3 goals for the day and for the week? And you will only know if you completed them if you can actually measure them. So, did I actually study 5 words on Monday? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. Did I do it on Wednesday? No. Okay. Did I do it on Friday? Yes. So you can measure. Otherwise, if you say I'm gonna learn vocabulary and whatever, you cannot measure. And if you cannot measure, you don't know if you are actually gonna be on your way of meeting your quarterly goals. Yeah, you're guessing. Yeah, I think I might be doing okay. I think I might be doing okay. So rather than that, let's add a number of maybe I want to speak for 1 minute. I don't know. I want to watch my favorite Netflix show for 30 minutes once a week. Yeah. So add a number. Yes, and then when you start breaking down your goals in even smaller chunks, then you can start dropping them into each day of the week. You can duplicate this as well. Say I want to do the same thing on Wednesday, so I duplicate that task and I drag it to Wednesday. Yeah, and then once you're done with this, say I put this task, making it a bit of a mess now because just dropping things in no precise place, but well, more or less like that. Then once you're done with this, you can delete this block, delete it there, and then you have the task for your month. You can modify as well, so you can move this task, I'm not gonna be able to do it this Wednesday, I'll do it next Wednesday. Yeah. And yes, and if you want to say you have several tasks, I put task 2, task 3. Say you want to have a checkbox. I like that. I like having my my checkbox in my task list. You highlight the tasks that you want to turn into checklist. 6 dots, and then you say turn into a to-do list, and then you have it. And now you have a way of checking off tasks. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Anyway, so that would be for month 2. You would do the same thing for month 1. That was. You would do the same thing for month 2. This is why I put the toggle, because then you can duplicate this. Duplicate, and I'm gonna drag it, and you can do the exact same thing, and you don't have to scroll all the way to the bottom of the of the page. You just use the toggle to hide month 1. I don't know, I thought it would be easier. Also, it looks more organized. Maybe if you're only working on month 2, you only want to see month 2. You don't want to see all the other months. So yeah, this is like your diary. Okay, and then at the bottom I put useful links, handy tools. I put a link to the Pomodoro timer. I don't know if you are familiar with this. It's a productivity technique. Basically what you do, I'm gonna show you. Let's see if I can go into the website. You see, it helps you focus when you're studying. So you start a study session. This Pomodoro technique is about working solidly for, say, 25 minutes, and then you have a 5-minute break. Then it starts again, 25 minutes, then 5-minute break, then 25 minutes, and then it gives you a long break of 15 minutes. So this works quite well, actually. I use this when I study. So the only thing you have to do is press start, and it will start, and then it will make like a ringing noise when it gives you the break. The good thing about this is it counts how many pomodoros. You can add tasks as well, and it's free. This is free. It's available free. So I thought that was quite good. You can pause it. Say you need to go to the toilet, I need to pause it. Okay, you can do that as well. And I haven't gone into settings. I use it in a very simple way, but it's very, very effective. So that's why I put that there. Online dictionary, maybe you want to search for words. My preferred dictionary is Word Reference. I find it very accurate, and it comes wherever you look for words, it comes with examples in context, which is extremely important. So you say English to Spanish, say, I don't know, house. Let's look for something very easy. Yes, so it tells you, I like all of this. So it tells you the example in context and the translation. Yeah, so this is my favorite dictionary ever. Look, all the things that it tells you everything. So that's what I recommend, and I put it there for you. And another study technique is to listen to binaural beats. So this is music that I'm not saying manipulates, but it changes brain waves in your brain. And there are certain brain waves that are related with enhancing focus and concentration. So I put links of my favorite here, my favorite binaural music that I listen to when I'm trying to concentrate or learn something. So it's there for you. And yeah, here I put some links that reminded you of who I am, and put a link to my Instagram where I talk about learning techniques and coaching. So if you need help implementing this, Because maybe you say, okay, I'm trying to do it myself, and then you find that sometimes it happens. People download things and they don't use it, or they want to use it, they don't know how to use it. I'm offering one-to-one free sessions. Yeah, so it's 30-minute personalized game plan session where I go through this exact plan with you, and we'll try to together. It's a done with you sort of session. It's not done for you. I'm not gonna tell you, but I'm gonna guide you. I'm gonna help you come up with goals, the quarterly goal, and how to prioritize your tasks for the month, and for the week, and for the day, if that's something you struggle with. And then you walk away with a custom action plan. As I say, it's a free session. It's just for you to implement rather than just have the planner there and then you don't use it, because I think this is gonna help you a lot. So you'd be ashamed not to use it. So that's pretty much it about this planner. Well, I hope it is useful for you, and as I said, if you have any questions, you're not sure about something, you can let me know. You can send me an email, or also I'm offering that session. If you say, Mariana, you know what, I struggle with I don't know how to organize what I need to learn. Can you help me? Yes, okay, and you can book the 30-minute session, and I'll give you a hand. Okay, well, I hope you have a lovely day, and see you soon.